Hello, I'm Sandra Bennett. Can you guess who I'm dressed as today? That's right, Snow White. Because Snow White is one of the characters in my story in the new anthology, Once Upon a Whoops, Fractured Fairy Tales and Ridiculous Rhymes. My story is about Snow White and Seven Dwarfs mixed with Jack and the Beanstalk. And the story is called Jack and the Seven Giants. Here we go. Jack heaved hand over hand as he climbed the beanstalk. He was furious with his stepmother when she threw the beans out of the window and kicked him out too. He was determined to prove her wrong. The beans were magic. Why else would a beanstalk grow this big? Jack had to see what was at the top. He needed to find something to stop the hunger pains and be welcomed back into the house again. When he reached the top of the beanstalk, he jumped off into fluffy white clouds. He tiptoed past the sleeping giant beside the drawbridge, crossed the bridge and entered an enormous castle. He gazed at the massive hall covered in thick coloured tapestries and giant stained glass windows. A massive timber staircase wound up the middle. A loud rumble came from behind the stairs. Unable to resist, he snuck behind them to peer through the open door. Jack gulped as he stared. "Do excuse my rumbling belly," bellowed a giant. He scooped up a huge pile of scrambled eggs and plopped them onto his plate. A second helping disappeared just as fast. As the giant stretched and gave a satisfied "Up," Jack covered his ears and tried to hold on to the door frame. Jack's fingers lost their grip. He flew back and landed with a thud in the middle of the entrance hall. As he stood to rub his butt, the floor beneath him shook. Two giant feet stomped towards him. Jack glanced around. There was nowhere to run or hide. "Who do we have here?" asked the giant as he crouched to take a closer look. Jack, please don't eat me. I didn't mean to intrude. I couldn't resist climbing the beanstalk." The giant laughed. Picked him up with his giant hand. He carried Jack into the kitchen and plopped him into the middle of the table. "I'm happy. This is Sneezy, the Grumpster, and Doc. I assume you already met Sleepy." Well, actually, no, we didn't meet. He was asleep." Jack gazed around the giant kitchen, searching for a way to escape. The giant with the broom hadn't seen him yet. Maybe he could distract the rest and slip away. "Fee, fi, fo, fum, housework is dull drum." The Grumpster stamped his feet as he swept the kitchen floor. The castle shook and a cloud of dust billowed towards Sneezy, who was busily scrambling eggs. Sneezy tried to hold his bulbous red nose as he turned from the stovetop to let out a ginormous achoo sneeze. Doc opened his umbrella just in time as a spray of giant green droplets rained down. Jack ducked for cover under the umbrella too. Doc ignored the fuss and continued to write his speech on the effects of climate change and the thinning of clouds around the castle. "Why do we need to clean the castle anyway?" grumbled the Grumpster as he wiped the snot off the top of Doc's umbrella. "I thought that was why we let Snow White stay. It's no wonder she complains about doing everything around here and threatens to leave." And that's where I'm going to leave the story today. If you'd like to learn what happens to Jack, the Seven Giants, and Snow White, you'll need to read further in Once Upon a Whoops, Fractured Fairy Tales and Ridiculous Rhymes, available through Amazon.com. Thank you. Bye for now.